So throughout this video, I will be attributing various aspects of Evangelion to people when this has not been confirmed by official sources. How will I avoid misattributions? I have a plan. You see, in this video, I will say things that are wrong. Of course, I will try to be right, and I will note when I'm unsure about things, and I will highlight some alternative interpretations. But ultimately, I'm going to make some guesses, and sometimes I will have guessed wrongly. And I think not doing so is a sort of wrongness itself. If some aspect of Evangelion ultimately stems from something personal within Anno, then failing to attribute it to Anno is to be less informed about the work. Aside from banalities like date of airing, there's really no way to be certain about the details of an artwork. Even interviews aren't safe, as creators can and do lie or misremember when talking about their work. And of course, if you can misinterpret a TV show, then you can misinterpret a creator talking about a TV show. So if your standard for good criticism is being wrong as little as possible, then you will best accomplish this by never speaking at all. Let us instead try to be right as much as possible. For some people, this tangent will seem to have missed the mark entirely. They are the refined postmodern theorists who understand that meaning is an evolving dialogue between a text and its readers, and that the outpouring of different meanings this dance evokes is ultimately far more profound than the ideas a single creator could conjure. After all, didn't Anno say as much himself at one point? Or at least, that's how I interpret this language. This is all true in some sense, and yet lots of people still care about Anno's intentions in creating Evangelion, and I don't think this is because they misunderstand the nature of art. Most people simply don't care that much about the fact that they connect with a work of art. What they care about is how a work of art connects them to other people. And while you can use art to connect with other people familiar with the artwork, the connection with the creator of the artwork is more basic. After all, any two people who connect through a shared experience with art must first have connected with that art individually, and therefore their first contact is with the artist. And on a more base level, artists are just cool and high-status people. It feels a lot better to be intimately connected with a great artist than with some nerd talking about that artist on the internet. Especially with a work like Evangelion, which deeply examines many personal and hard emotions, it is comforting to know that Anno has gone through similar hardships and been similarly pathetic to you at your lowest, and yet was able to go on to create the masterpiece that is Evangelion. That someone seemingly so different and elevated can also be so familiar and low can bring comfort and confidence to people in their darkest moments. A lot less separates a guy who watches YouTube video essays from a guy who's made a YouTube video essay. Why would being similar to me make you feel any better about yourself?